What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday and welcome back to another episode of Q&A with Brick Builder. This is something we're starting to do every Saturday. So for those of you who are new or just joining us, drop any question down below throughout the week. And then on Saturdays, I will be answering those here. For those of you who are enjoying the Disney Castle build, I promise we will get back to that tomorrow. I just needed to take a little break. And just to give you all an update, we are still working on getting Rivendell. I mean, we've started even looking at stores a couple hours away. I'm really excited to get it. I'm really excited to build it with y'all and announce that entire setup. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for joining us. And with that, let's go ahead and dive right on in and get into these questions. So first one, at MattMoon2342, what is your favorite food? Would you think a Lego version of it would be cool? And if I'm reading this properly, you're asking would I think a Lego version of my favorite food would be cool? And I would say the answer is no. My favorite food is steak. I feel like I've already seen a lot of people create steak-oriented Lego kind of displays. I'm a very plain, simple man. Give me a nice steak and medium rare and let me be happy. Maybe even a nice glass of whiskey. Sounds fantastic. But thank you, Matt. At Brick Blums, do your kids love Lego or is it considered uncool because dad likes it? So Brick Blums, thank you for this. When I read this question, it made me laugh because I kind of would feel like they would think it's uncool. But no, they think it's actually awesome. They love Lego. They love when their friends come over to show them my Lego room and show them their Lego sets that they have. They really think it's one of the coolest things in the world. And part of that reason is I think because they're still too young to think I'm uncool. Who knows, maybe in the next couple of years they'll think it's uncool or that dad's uncool, but right now it's fantastic because dad's a hero with the coolest Lego ever in their eyes, and I just love that. So I hope that continues so that I can pass all the Lego down to them. But thank you, Brick Blums. This question made me laugh, and I thoroughly enjoyed answering that, so thank you. At Bradley Phillips 601, what is your dream IP for Lego to collab with? That'd be interesting. That's a tough one. I mean, that's a really hard question. So thank you, Bradley Phillips. I think hanging out with Brixie for a day and visiting him and kind of seeing all of that would be cool. Maticus Bricks would be a cool one. He's actually been one who's been very, very helpful with me on my journey and my path. He's been very, very helpful with that. So not only does he have a ton of knowledge of, navigating the social media side of Lego, but he's also an amazing builder. He's a great content creator, and he just seems like a really cool guy. I would love to meet him and amongst others at some of these Lego conventions that I'm hoping to go to this year. But, there's a really hard question, Bradley, so thank you. AJ17 says, I've got a few questions. Firstly, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? So I've always been a video creator. I've had many YouTube channels in the past dedicated to all sorts of different videos. I've got weddings. I've done, athletic highlight videos, musicians, stuff like that. But the whole Lego YouTube video kind of came to fruition because I wanted to teach my kids that, if you're passionate about something, if you're passionate enough about something and you can find a way to monetize it, then that path is just as good, if not better, as the one that we are being trained to go do. And what I mean by that is you graduate high school, you go to college. You graduate college, you get a 9-to-5. You work your way up that company ladder for 40 years. I am a very big believer that in today's world, there are so many routes and so many resources that you can use to your advantage that you do not need to go that route specifically. So when I started my YouTube channel, the hopes was that over the next couple of years, I could build it to where it was a realistic form of income. And then I could hand it off to my kids and let them continue growing it, take it to the next level. And so that way it wasn't something that they always had to say, you know, I have to go to college. So that was the main goal. I started building Lego way before I did the YouTube channel. And it kind of just became like a fun little, you know, why not? You enjoy making videos. You went to college for video production. You've got a history of making videos, and you have a hobby that you've relit that fire for in Lego. Why not combine the two and see what happens? So thank you, AJ, for that. How long do you think it will take to build the Rivendell set? Very good question. That is all up to you, though. That's all I'm going to say. The length of time to build Rivendell is completely up to you all. So stay tuned. We have lots of big things coming. What got you into collecting Lego, or have you been doing it since you were a child? So I collected Lego as a kid. I tried to collect Lego as a kid. We didn't have a ton of money, so I never really got all the Lego sets I want, but I typically got one for my birthday or Christmas or something like that. So I loved collecting Lego. Then when I got to high school and college, and even the early years out of college, I never even thought about collecting Lego. And I kick myself for that, because I would have been able to pick up the sets now that are worth $20,000, $5,000, $10,000 when I actually didn't have a wife or kids. I had no responsibilities. I had a cheap apartment. I was making good money. And, you know, I wish I would have done some of that. But during that hiatus, I didn't collect Lego. Then in 2020, when COVID hit, locked down, I needed something to kind of do in our free time and trying to adapt to that work from home life. And I ordered the corner garage and I built it in one night. And then from that point on, it was game over. I wanted to buy as many Lego sets as possible. How many sets roughly do you have in your collection? That's kind of hard. If you count every set, even the ones that are broken down, I'd say probably close to 100. And that is something now I'm going to have to go through and count. Thanks. Thanks, AJ. From Charlie-03. Charlie_03. How old were you when you first got really into Lego? So like I said, I was a young kid and I took a long break, and then 2020 I started hitting it really hard again. So let's see. What is the best way to display your minifigures? I like your setup on the wall. How do you do that? Casey Lynn 611. Thank you for that. So Casey is referring to these. And Casey, those are actually 10 by 10 picture frames that I got from Amazon. I think for all three of them, I think it was like $14, $12. And then I just popped everything out. A regular size base plate fits perfectly into them. And then you can kind of wedge your minifigures in there. I do that for our collective series, but I don't know how much I love it. I've seen some companies that do displays, but I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of waiting to see where my new Lego room takes me to be able to determine if I want to do more like this or go the plastic route. Lego Timmy 17. Can we have a wife reveal? I did respond to this, but it made me laugh. So Lego Timmy, my wife is not very, she does not love the camera. She thinks it's silly. She thinks it's goofy. She's just never been one who's been good in front of the camera. And I don't mean that in a negative way. A lot of people are camera shy. It's just, my wife is camera shy. She does not like to be in the spotlight. I respect her for that, and I hope you all will. But if you also checked out a video that we released earlier in the week, she actually did make an appearance in the time lapse when we were building a set with her. She just purchased the Tiny Plants set, so I was helping her build that, and I wanted to capture that. So you can see her in that video, but maybe one day we'll get her to come on and actually talk. I don't know. But thank you for that, Lego Timmy. Bricks with Chad said, what is your day job? Thank you for asking. My day job is very boring. I work for a company called ServPro. We're a cleaning and restoration company. I used to work for their corporate office. Now I work for a franchise based out of a different city. I work remotely for them. I do all of their IT upkeep. All of their onboarding, offboarding, all the behind the scenes stuff of technology for the most part. So I'm very blessed to have a job that allows me to work from home to where I can build Lego in my free time, and also allows me to get to stay home and be with my kids and my wife the majority of the time. I do travel to our franchises all over the country though. And I mean, it's not the worst gig in the world. It's not, obviously not the best. I would love to be able to do this full time, but until then, it is a great day job to have. So thank you for that, Bricks with Chad. Snakes are cool 756. First off, I'm going to disagree. I really dislike snakes. But are we going to get the beard back? Yes, you'll get the beard back. A little bit longer than this probably, but definitely not the full 13-month growth. So sorry about that. Just when I look back at that, it makes me cringe to think, man, what was I even thinking? But either way. Galactic Unicorn 13, I love The Office. Do you think you'll get the Lego set? I have this set. I built it. I love it. And I'm on point to get a second one when it goes on sale to eventually fill out the annex and the rest of like accounting and Creed's area and, fill in the holes that the original set's missing. So thank you for that, Galactic Unicorn. I don't know, VN7OZ. Do you have any expensive figures, rarest sets? My rarest set, I would probably say, would be Fort Legorado, because it's the oldest. As for any expensive figures, I'm not sure. I found a couple that sell for $100 or so on eBay, but I'm also like, I'm not sure if it's accurate. I would love to get some time to kind of go through and price them all out and see what it comes to, though. That's a great question. A funny log. What's your favorite Lego franchise and why do you like it? Ooh, Castle. Could never go wrong with Lego Castles, especially the old school ones. I think those are fantastic builds. And I mean, I love the modulars. Those are my two favorite. That's why my plan is to have this city in my new Lego room and then a Lego medieval area in my Lego room. Plus, the medieval area the medieval ones are the ones that really make me think of my childhood. Although I did love the Western ones. But if I keep talking, I'm going to keep adding to them. That's why I like them. Most of the ones I like really are the ones that bring me back to my childhood. So thank you for that, a funny log. Murtazid 3392. What's the best Lego deal you have ever gotten, and what set do you regret purchasing, if any? The best deal I got was last year. I was at a Kroger marketplace, and they had a clearance sale going on where they were just trying to get rid of their Lego. I bought almost every one of them. And when I looked them up, they were $45 to $60 sets that retailed that were now retired, going for about $2 to $3 each. And I probably bought like 15 Lego sets. My wife was not thrilled with me when I got home because I went to go get groceries and came back with 3 big bags of retired Lego sets that I really had no interest in building. A lot of it was Bionicle or, the like older Iron Man stuff, some Marvel sets, and, with that, I took those and I resold them. But that's one way to help fund my current Lego. So, and what set do you regret purchasing, if any? You know, I kind of did regret purchasing the Ninjago set that I've been touching on the last couple of weeks, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't regret it. I've been working my tail off. We're going big this year when it comes to the Lego channel. And the only way to go big is not having regrets. So I don't regret buying them. I always have buyer's remorse initially, but it tends to wear off. And I'm working on that because I think that's a personal problem. And it's something that I do need to work on because I shouldn't feel guilty. I work hard and this is a hobby of mine. And it's a hobby of mine that we're hoping to make into a realistic income career. So thank you for those. But those are all the questions that we got for this week. Also, if you have submitted questions and they didn't come on here, make sure you come back next week because we will definitely include those in there as well. So thank you all for joining us. Make sure you drop your questions. Remember, I'm an open book. Anything about me, my life, my Lego room, my Lego history, my history, whatever it is, feel free to ask it. I love getting to know y'all. Love seeing your reactions about these. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to spend a Saturday. So thank you all. Tomorrow we'll be back to building the Disney castle, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully next week we have some updates on the Rivendell set because I cannot wait to build that with y'all. So thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for your continued support. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications and drop your questions below, and we'll get to them next week. Have a great weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, stay happy, stay humble, stay kind, and stay creative. We'll see you tomorrow.